Today is day 4, and I'm honestly exhausted at this point. We've been staying up way too late, waking up way too early. We left this morning at 5:30 in the morning to get up here, but we're on a lake today that really has personal best. Personal best for me, personal best for Nathan, as well as a definite personal best for Caleb. So we're going to get after these fish, and we're going to throw some big baits and try and make it happen. Today is our opportunity to really put these monsters in the boat, or at least have a shot at them. I think if you throw a big bait long enough, especially on this body of water with these conditions, you have a shot at a very, very big fish. So I've never really done it before. I've never really gotten on a big swim bait bite, but I'm with two dudes who have. Nathan is an absolute hammer with big swim baits, and Caleb has thrown them a ton and caught some really, really monster fish. So I'm very excited to learn today. Hopefully have a shot at a true giant fish and just have some fun. It's post-frontal bluebird skies. There's just going to be a little bit of wind. So we're going to be able to see these fish. They're going to be able to see us from a long ways away. We're going to really have to make sure our presentations are perfect to get them to go. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to have to just really put in the time today. Make sure we let the fish tell us what they're doing. And if we do that, if we execute right, we'll have a shot to put a absolute mega smallmouth in the boat. Today's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can make it happen. But this is kind of what this trip is all about. Seeking bronze, it's all about going out and catching the biggest smallmouth in the body of water that we're fishing. Got him? Dude. Good work, dude. First fish of the day. Good work.
We're gonna throw big baits.
Look at that frickin' giant.
Dude, that's up to 5.
This is gonna get frustrating, like, being able to see him. I know second you throw a jerkbait, you're toast. Look at him, you can see him on the graph. Like, we keep seeing these fish with our eyes, but that's fish, that's fish, that's fish, that's fish, that's fish. Look at all those fish out in front of us. Oh, there's my bait. One's coming up to my bait. One's coming up to my bait. See him? Hot up to my bait. He backed off. So just to kind of walk you guys through the process, kind of what's going on in my mind, I've been throwing a glide now for just over an hour. And I know that's not a very long time, but knowing that I could throw something else and catch fish and being able to see fish is very, very frustrating to me, because I'm one of those guys that just likes to catch fish, and knowing that there are ways to catch them and I'm not doing it is kind of driving me insane. I'm also being able to see fish and see fish on my Panoptics. So it's just kind of one of those deals where I just got to keep my head down and throw that bait, because I know if I do and I throw it long enough, I'm going to basically have a shot at a mega giant. I just got to keep throwing it, keep it in my hand, and keep putting it in the right areas so that we can catch fish on it and have an opportunity to fish on it. Good. Good work, dude.
On the 200, baby. Not even that big of a fish.
Dirt's got one. Net. He is.
He's kind of big.
Good work, dude. That's a freaking heavy fish. That's a heavy fish. Dude, that's a freaking mega fish.
Yeah, see, that's
Doubles.
why you fish big baits. So see how much bigger mine is than his?
This is so cool but so frustrating, because you can see everything. And you can like see down to the bottom and see the fish swim away from you, and you can see the breaks, and you can... Panoptics is showing me if I got fish tailing me, and it's awesome, but it sucks. Dude, that's a
really big smallmouth. That's a really big smallmouth. 7-pounder? 6.5, 7-pounder, something like that?
That's a giant, dude.
Dude, coming in hot, dude, we gotta pull this up way out. We came 20 feet. That was a smaller than I've seen in my life. That was huge.
That was
See how big around he was?
that was the biggest smallmouth. Yeah.
That was really, really big. If he would have taken a shot at it, we could.
I like how just all of us, like, no one's freaking out. We're just really calm about it. Like,
Oh, my heart's pounding.
That's easily the biggest.
As hot as he came out on that thing, dude, he wanted to take a shot. Good time.
So remember how I said I wanted a shot? I didn't get that shot, but I saw the fish. This dude here.
Oh, guys. We saw a giant. She came out hot on it and ended up finally seeing the boat, unfortunately. But
That fish was possibly the biggest smallmouth that Nathan and I have ever seen in our lives.
Dude, I've never seen a smallmouth like that.
to my buddy Mikey, hashtag ain't no pike.
Ain't no pike, that's for sure. We saw that thing come up and it was hot on that bait. And
Dude.
she got right up next to the boat, still wanted it, and didn't get it. And
But she's still there.
I've had this conversation with Nathan quite a bit. Like, we know there are big fish in this lake. That's the reason that we come to this lake. And I said earlier that we wanted a shot at a really mega fish. I wanted an absolute giant fish. And this was our opportunity. Unfortunately, that fish didn't commit. We saw the fish. That's one of the names of the game in swimbait fishing.
Yeah.
We're going to call that fish the Warden. We kind of were joking around about names, but like all the big fish that are caught, you know, all the really legendary big fish have names. So we're going to call that fish the Warden. Now, she went right back to where she was.
Exactly.
So she came out, saw that bait, saw the boat, and ended up curling off.
Yep.
But went straight back to where she was. She was just on the outside of a dock, about 5 foot off of it.
Yep.
Came about 20, 25 feet to get
on a beeline
Caleb's
to eat the bait.
What kind of bait were you throwing, man?
Let's see here. I'll pull this up.
It's like, this is a big bait for out here. Like, guys don't throw this bait, but
There's a River to Sea S-Waver 200. That is the Warden color.
so that
She
color,
wanted it.
that color there is the Warden. That fish's name is going to be the Warden because she's guarding that area, and we're going to go back there and try and catch her again. I think we have a shot.
Yep.
If we just position differently. We were a little bit tight. That was my fault. I was a little bit
It's the
too
wind's
tight on
fault.
that. A little bit too tight on that break, but I mean, she was like inches from the bait, like
Dude,
6 to
on
12
it.
inches from that bait,
On it.
on the bait.
On it.
So my heart's still going. We're gonna come back, give that fish a shot, and see if we can't get her in the boat.
Dude, that would be so sweet.
Come on, bro. You threw it right back in there.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I didn't know.
I didn't even think about that until now.
I didn't know if there was like a thought behind it, or if it was just because.
Yes, baby.
Dude,
Big.
on that mag drop.
Big on the mag drop. Oh, big.
She's just good. Keep her coming to me. Decent one. It's a good one.
Dude.
On the big one. Had a minor panic attack, so I knew what you were throwing there.
That is so cool, dude.
So when it happens,
That's so cool.
good job.
She stuffed it, dude.
That was a pretty good stuff, bro.
Well, it's afternoon, so we are picking up some baits other than a big swim bait. We're picking up a jerk bait, and honestly, I've been fishing a jerk bait here for a little bit. We've crushed some big fish, but it feels so good to catch some fish. If we keep whacking on them, I may probably not pick up a big swim bait again, but we're catching some big ones. I just caught a 4-4 that was about as fat as me. Just a big old giant, but tons of fun, dude.
I'm glad you hopped on that joke before I did.
Huge shout out to this dude. He netted that thing. It basically got wrapped up in the trolling motor, so he's the only reason that fish landed on the boat.
Wow. This hat's getting a little tight there, Benny boy. My head's getting big.